friends, it's Shy Dragon here. Not a dragon, just a spider. If you're here because of my YouTube short, thank you so much for watching. If you're here because you just got curious, hello. This is technically my first actual YouTube video. I did try to film another video, but unfortunately I filmed it all vertically and not horizontally. That's why I had to make it a YouTube short, so that was an epic fail. And I had bought a whole bunch of G7 products, so kind of a waste of money, but kind of not, because I got some of these friends back here. But anyways, so I thought this would be this video would be a good way to kind of introduce myself, answer some questions, kind of more chill video. I'm gonna customize these friends right here. So yeah, this is probably gonna be a longer video, but some people like that. I personally like to watch longer videos, and I wish people posted more of those. Kind of just like videos to put on the background and stuff like that. So maybe that can be it for you. Okay, so we're gonna start with this guy right here. He is one of those fake LPS that you can buy like from eBay. Their heads and everything are made out of a super hard plastic. They're just really fun to practice on and do customs in general. I don't exactly know what design or whatever I'm doing. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a more realistic or cartoonish. I'm just kind of gonna let it flow. So, but first, we're gonna put some primer on them. That just kind of helps, since it is like a different kind of plastic. I also do miniature painting, like D&D miniatures and stuff like that, and the Vallejo model paint is probably the best for customizing like vinyl and plastic. So I'm just gonna put that here on my little cardboard. And I literally just take like a Dollar Tree paintbrush . Okay, I've put 2 layers of primer on, and I think I've decided on the theme. I think I'm going to do like a cookies and cream themed. So it's definitely going to be white fur, but I want to add just a tinge of this yellow ochre to kind of give it not a too white of a fur, if that makes sense. So I was around in the golden age of LPS when they still had the pink magnets. That's how I know them. I would go and get them authentically in stores. I was a little kid then. I mean, I'm in my late 20s now. Disgusting, I know. But yeah, I was alive for that golden age. My very first Littlest Pet Shop set was like the pink hamster play set with like the wheel and everything, and it came with like 3 hamsters. I still have them. I love them so much, and I am forever obsessed with all the rodent Littlest Pet Shop. Although they are not like my favorite, I still have nostalgic favoritism for them. A bobble for real. It's the next day. I have put multiple layers of like an Easter yellow on this little friend here. I think the cookies and cream idea is out the window now. Like I said, I'm just going with the flow. I am still going to do kind of the bespeckled look for this friend, but I'm going to definitely make it more like a caramel and cream instead of a cookies and cream. But I'm gonna use this flat flesh color to start making like fur details with like a fine brush, and just kind of go from there. I will work up to the white to do some highlights, so hopefully the vision will come to life. I have my coffee ready to go and made hazelnut cream. Oh, it's like a very cream themed video. I had to take a sip of that. I'm going to start with, no, I think that might be too thick. Let's see. I think this one, again, this is another like Dollar Tree, or this came with like a little paint by number kit. I am not sure. I guess I'll just keep going with my Littlest Pet Shop timeline, kind of. I said I started out with like that hamster set that came with 3 hamsters, like the pink one. From there, I got some more play sets. There was like a big one with like a carousel around it, like you could spin the top and the carousel would go. I am currently looking to get back these play sets because I really miss them so much. I miss them so much. And how do people do this? Side note, how do people like talk and customize at the same time? Like, I am so used to just being silent and I don't know how to focus on what I'm saying and what I'm doing at the same time. And the arty just kind of looks very bad. So yeah, I'm currently looking to get these playsets back. I do see them on eBay all the time, but I have not thought to get those because they're overpriced. So I've been able to find some playsets at the thrift store for like a few bucks. Pay like $3 for a whole playset or pay like $15-25 for a playset. Yeah, so I'll take my chances thrifting. Plus thrifting is like super fun. That is probably like one of my favorite hobbies. This looks terrible right now, but I promise it will come to life. It kind of looks like little stripes. It is very hard to find Littlest Pet Shops themselves, I will say. Either they're like at the bottom of bins or, you know, people find them before I do. I'm convinced. I've seen a lot of the sticker eye generation out there, and not even a lot, just more than I see like the earlier generations. So I am kind of picky, I will say. Side note about me is I get sidetracked. So I watched that clip back and I totally got sidetracked with my timeline and talked about thrift stores. Anyways, yeah, so I got playsets. I would imagine like, you know, what you see in Littlest Pet Shop videos, just like a whole world or situation going on. And I bet if I, you know, had a camera, I would have been filming and uploading to YouTube, although that was just like a little bit before YouTube, but not too long before. Some of my other first pets were a rabbit. So I had a rabbit. I still have these pets, so I will definitely show them. And I can't remember like the situations or worlds I would dream of. It was very dramatic. So I think it's so comforting that like Littlest Pet Shop YouTubers, they make the most dramatic Littlest Pet Shop videos. Like you wouldn't imagine like little plastic animals having these like very difficult life situations and like horror stories and all that stuff, because that is literally what I did. That is literally what I did in my bedroom, was just imagine like the worst lives possible for them. Yes, I am painting his butt. I'm not painting a hole there. Do not tell me to paint a hole back there. He doesn't poop. He doesn't poop. So speaking of Littlest Pet Shop videos, I of course, like any Littlest Pet Shop YouTuber, I am going to be making some. I do have a script written up. I actually wrote it for my screenwriting class in college, and I wrote it especially with Littlest Pet Shops in mind, but the people in the class did not know that. It does involve a spider. I will be making videos on making the sets and stuff like that, because that's one thing I kind of want to see more from Littlest Pet Shop YouTubers, is like long videos of them making the sets. Because I think that's so cool to see, because it's very difficult and really time consuming, or just putting together a set would be very cool to see. So, you ever just go off the deep end? Yeah, look what I did. So I did like the speckled, where I was like flinging the paintbrush. I was flinging brown paint at this LPS after doing some spots, and then I gave it like death metal or black metal corpse paint. Yeah, so we're gonna remove that. yeah, I guess I just went dark mode. So now I'm gonna remove that and try to do the eyes over again. The eyes are the hardest part to do. So I'm just taking some acetone and just removing it. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to go off the deep end. Like, maybe I could make this work. Maybe it could be a bespeckled death metal vocalist, but we're not doing that. That's not what I wanted. It may or may not be a week and a half later with different nails, but super cute, but it kind of matches the next custom. I did work on it off camera. Don't be mad, okay? It was really hard to film and do details, but I promise you all will see most of the finishing product on this one. I was really going for the blue, like blue porcelain china look. I've had this idea in my mind for a while now, and I think I did see another customizer do something like this with their LPS. So yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, let's get started, and I'll finish some other questions. If you've stuck around this long in the video, you are a real one. You might as well subscribe at this point. I'm just kidding. But let me just go on with the questions I have written down. Okay, so why choose Shy Dragon if your mascot is a spider? Well, number one, I love Littlest Pet Shop spiders. That is my most favoritist Littlest Pet Shop. And two, I do not own a dragon Littlest Pet Shop. They are, as far as I can tell, they are super rare and super expensive. I did see one in a lot on eBay this past week, but it was just too expensive. I hope you all like the sculpted on details. I just used epoxy sculpt to sculpt these and some little like butt flowers and vine, and then I put this little border here. So yeah, I hope you all like that. Yeah, let's go on to the next question. So what inspired me to start this YouTube channel? I've been watching lpstube for a while now, and I'm like, hey, I think I can do this. I think I want to join in on this. I don't expect anything from it. I'm just doing it because I want to, because this is something I collect, and there's such a huge community that is present through YouTube, and it's just so cool. I hope you all accept Shy Dragon, the spider. If I ever get a dragon Littlest Pet Shop, I don't know if I will have the heart to even switch to the spider. I mean, switch to it. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I just think the spiders are so cute. Next question. What kind of videos will you expect from me? So I kind of mentioned this earlier, possibly, that I'll show like my customs and stuff. So definitely that. I also have an unboxing to do. Well, really, it's just stuff I found from the thrift store that I want to show off, that I've been collecting over the past few months before I decided to start this channel. So I definitely want to show that. Oh gosh, here's an intricate detail moment, and it's so hard to film because I have my phone in between my my arms. So we'll see how this goes. I'm holding my breath. At this point, is it even a big surprise that I completely just covered over that and changed my mind? Like I said, going with the flow. I'm also not a perfectionist. So how do you be a customizer when you're not even a perfectionist? I have no idea. Yeah, that was supposed to be more watery. Oh gosh. So I tried to water up some black paint to kind of fill in those crevices. To kind of make it look a little bit like worn and aged. Like it's been in grandma's china cabinet too long. Yeah, that's what we're trying to go for. Let's see. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I need to have better plans. Oh dear. Oh dear. Look how this is turning out. It's okay to make mistakes. Everything's gonna be great. Yeehaw. If you're gonna be bad at something, make sure you're the best at being bad at that thing. You know what I mean? Have you ever heard that advice? I don't even know what the plan is at this point. We really truly are just going with the flow here. Alright. Okay, I think I finally got this to a place where I want it to be. So now I'm just gonna go in with white paint and clean it up. I might throw in a few extra details and I'll show you the results at the end. But before that, I will answer one last question that I can think of, which are, what are some other things that I collect? So, for about a year, actually, yeah, a year this summer, I started collecting My Little Ponies with a focus on G3. I have picked up some G4, all pretty much found on eBay in the thrift store. So, yeah, so look at those thrift stores, seriously. If you want to start collecting. Since I was in middle school, I've collected Living Dead dolls. I know, a bit more creepy. What else? I am just such a collector, like I would have to look at all my collections to be accurate, but if I find any of these things, I will be showing it in the hauls, because why not? I have found some My Little Ponies recently at the thrift store, so I will be showing those in the next video, so tune in for that. I'm not an expert. I do have a few dolls, like other than Living Dead dolls, but not anything crazy. I'm trying not to get into the doll collecting, but I love watching those videos. Oh, I also collect books. I don't even know if that's like an actual collection, but I do collect books. I try to look for Anne Rice books. She wrote Interview with a Vampire, so any Anne Rice books I'm obsessed with, and I have like 2 Anne Rice dedicated shelves, aka like also known as my vampire shelves. I've been getting into some of the classics recently because of my schooling, because I've totally missed out on reading like some of the literary classics, so trying to catch up on those a little bit. So yeah, that's pretty much all about me right now. Lowering in, and there we go. Okay, here we are, finally at the ending. Thank you to those who have watched this far in this long form video. I appreciate you so much. Okay, so without further ado, here are the customs. They did not turn out like I expected at all. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll ignore that. Nothing in this video is turning out as I expected it, and that's okay. I still hope you enjoyed, and if there are any other questions that you'd like to know and I didn't answer, of course, comment below and all that jazz. Okay, now to the pets.